It's on now, isn't it? We've got some... Yeah, well, I can see the sound now. Does that mean I have to sing again?
Right, take 2, Cupboard Monkey.
If you go up to the loft today, you're in for a big surprise. If you go up to the loft today, you'll never believe your eyes. For every train that ever there was will gather there for certain, because today's the day that Jenny does the Monday Club. Yay!
Right, let's go to the monkey cam. So we're just doing what we'd already done. So there's the monkey cam. And now everything that we did in silence makes sense, because the monkey... Enough of that. We don't want too much of that.
You've broken it.
Yeah, because essentially the cupboard monkey did not test the microphone.
And you have forgotten something. I'm sorry.
You have a go at me. Right, anyway, so... Russell Benton says, nah, it's better without sound.
Yes, it probably was.
Yeah, don't forget to like and share. Really important. Sharing is caring. Let's let everybody know that the Monday Club is up and running.
Yeah, so and we have got sound.
Let's have a look. Who have we got? Excuse me. So I've just cannonballed a glass of Coke because
Cannonball.
Because Zoe was like, "Oh, we're going on now." Big hello to Ben Tullett, George Botterina, who's sitting here with his Diesel Shunters t-shirt on. Is that the Gronk It Up one?
It is.
Oh, excellent. Clive Cobbold, J94, Naive Gauge, Josh's Train Room, David Cook, Flymo Chairman 1, Naive Gauge, Clive Cobbold, Josh's Train Room, Amory Junction, Richard Swiderski, Peter Reed, Simon Trains, MRS, Rachel Houston, David Cook, Garthian, Bangor U Junction, Carl Brunt, Naive Gauge, Adi Pullen, Patrick Ling, Ian Turvey, Map the Dragon Railways, David Farrington, who says, are we going to finally get a release date of Bachmann Thomas the Tank Engine in the UK? Sometime in the next 3 months, I suspect sooner rather than later, but they have missed a trick, not being here in time for Christmas.
Yeah,
so
what's that about?
I can only conclude that they were cutting it down to the wires, and because of COVID and Chinese New Year and stuff, they got it completely wrong. So a bit of a disappointment. Celtic Two Realms, David Ellingford, Teddy Edward, Ryan G, Tim Condrup, says Noswith Dar, David Scott, Manthony 1956, Chris Hales Heritage Railway, Tony Wright, Poshington 01, Tim J.D. Dowd, Mark Wilson, Andrew Boone, Brockton South, David Cook, Derek Penson, John Holding, March West Junction TMD, Cooper and District Model Railway Club, Southern Train Girl, Chris Hales Heritage Railway, Jay Lyon says, hi, I have my 6-year-old Holly watching before bed. So a big hello to Holly. How are you doing? We'll go to... No, we're not going to go to the monkey cam. I've just seen...
No, don't scare
the
her.
monkey is stuffing their face with stuff. Ruben Ashwell, Liam at New Mills Model Railway, Vob at Becking, Ham Shackleton, Hel McLean, James Petts, Russell Benton, Mark Wilson, David Watts, Ben Tullett. I think I've got everybody. Oh, and now there's a whole load of new comments.
Sorry to budge in, Jen, but do we have a TARDIS?
Ooh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
We can't be doctorless, surely.
TARDIS. That's an interesting point, actually. Where is it?
Last time
Oh, it's over there. That's where it landed, out of sight, because no camera shows it. That's a shame. Yeah, no cameras show that area. So there is a TARDIS, but the Doctor will have to be helped to just kind of...
Well, I couldn't possibly help the Doctor while the camera is on that particular camera.
Right, Edward C. Tucker, hi to you. Dragon Junction Mark II. Dean Fielding, DL Warren, see Derek Penson, Aiden's Railway says just clocked off and made it for the stream. Boom!
Congratulations!
Excellent. Yes. Russell Benton has spotted the Huntley and Palmer's Peckett, of course. Of course. Wherever it's gone. Oh, there it is. And essentially, we have got a tank engine takeover. Now, there was a bit of a calamity. I'm afraid that that the pole broke, and I don't know how or why, or put that one on its side there. So just for no particular reason whatsoever. It was just telling the covered monkey to do that. But essentially,
well, I think we all know why the pole broke, and that's because of the sheer volume of people who wanted gronks.
no, gronks weren't an option.
It's a fix. You rigged it. They rigged the vote.
But when I last saw it, Tank Engine Takeover was a runaway success. So we thought, oh, yeah, like melons to it. We're going to go Tank Engine Takeover. So we have got the W4 packet. We have got, you're just seeing crawling across your screen now, a quartet of ginties.
A quartet.
So we've got 47, 310, 47, 472. Number 24 in Somerset and Dorset Joint Railway, and 16440 in the early LMS Maroon. Now you're also seeing coming across your screen a pair of 57XX pannier tanks.
That's a nice pair.
Oh, definitely a nice pair. L90 at the front, leading the Stevenson Clark Terrier, which I think is 3650, and then completing the tank engine takeover, we have the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway Burnt Umber number 579, and we've also got number 1002 N7, and yes, definitely George Botterini has very, very generously donated $10 on the super chat. Gronk it up. Oh yes, you haven't worn your Gronk It Up hoodie. In fact, if we go to the monkey
Not
cam...
today. I was wearing it last week. You can't expect me to wear it all the time. So, today I'm a bit of a smeghead instead.
Yes, you're always a smeghead.
We've got some lovely comments. Let me just find the one I was talking about. Where's it gone? Oh my goodness, I've lost it, so I'm going to corpse it a little while. Yes, David Cook, and this is a brilliant one. I love this. Dodgy internet at my end. Stole his wallet.
Did it? That delinquent internet hanging around on street corners when you least expect it. But let's have a look. Helen McLean says George is so generous. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you.
Barry Turner, I'm actually really jealous. You just got Bachmann Class 8 and Network Southeast Eagle for under £55 thanks to eBay.
Garthian immediately spotted the TARDIS.
Oh, he always does. J94 as well. TARDIS in the wagon of the E4 and the N7.
Yeah.
Garthian narrows it down to second wagon from the brake van. Ryan G loves Red Dwarf. Who doesn't? Sharon
the BBC
Newton
didn't for a while.
Sharon Newton, hi to you. Jay Lyon. Who else have we got? Any new names? Darren Mould. What is it? Darren Mould says Sharon, press bottom right of screen across appears, press it. What's that reference to?
I don't know.
What? Oh, I don't know what. Duncan Watson, hi, watching you feeling a bit low. I was sent home from work yesterday with suspected coronavirus. I am waiting for the result. I hope I've not got it. I need to finish off my Christmas shopping. Yeah, not a great time to come down with that, I guess. What?
While we're talking about symptoms, I ate a lot of biscuits earlier on and now I feel sick. Do you think I've got it?
No. But I'm really sorry to hear. I do hope it comes back okay for you. And I hope as well your work is paying you whilst you had to isolate. I know I had a bit of a scare earlier in the year, but it turned out that I didn't have it. Was it me? No, it was you. I was thinking, I don't know.
Yeah, you had to stay off because I had it.
No, but you took
and then
the test.
When I got the test,
yeah,
said I didn't have it. But I'm pretty sure I had something because I was really ill.
Mike and Sue Putnam Junction, hi to you. Duncan Watson
says, can I suggest you tilt the Jenny cam up a little bit so the top of her head is in frame and not her knees? But Jenny loves her knees.
I was just thinking, actually, I'm wearing quite a short skirt, so it's probably as well that we...
The problem is, every time you try and move something, you knock it.
I think it
normally I have it arranged so that you can't see that bar there.
Will you stop messing about with it?
So I tilt it to there.
But yeah, good spot. I'm glad actually, because I have this habit of getting carried away and and forgetting to sit all prim and proper.
Yeah.
Right. DL Warren, hi to you. I keep humming that Pump It Up song, but saying Gronk It Up instead.
Gronk it out. Gronk it.
My friend thinks I'm more mad than usual. Tony Simmons says, if only people knew what smeg is.
It's a type of fridge.
Oh, yes, it is. It's a fridge. It's a fridge, kids. Yes, any young viewers watching, it is a brand of fridge.
And nothing else.
Ken Robertson, hi to you. O. O'Neill is in as well. Howdy to you. Robin Slewer. Who else have we got? Let's have a look. Yeah, David Cook, absolutely on the money. Hit that like, please. And share as well. Sharing is caring. Let everybody know that the Monday Club is live and dangerous with Tank Engine Takeover. And
Gronk up the jam. Gronk
and as well, I saw Cottersmore as well at the start, saying, well, are we going to get Thomas, the Tank Engine? I don't. The closest I can give you is a Toby, but I've just realised that Toby, I've got the book here. Toby is downstairs because the Cupboard Monkey has still not taken the photographs for next week's actual video review. We've got Henry.
How could I possibly have taken all the photos? You've had me working all day.
Oh, look, there's Thomas. There's Thomas, everybody. Ooh,
You don't like Thomas.
Peep, 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 peep.
You don't like Thomas. You said that he was a git.
Hey, language. Like poop, 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 poop. That's what Henry says. Peep, 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 says Thomas. And oh, look, it's Thomas again. Peep, peep. Oh, and that's Edward in the background and Gordon. Poop, poop. Oh, I think I've got a sugar rush.
You've got a mental issue.
Duck and the Diesel Engine. So we're just going through my book collection here. Oh, there's James the Red Engine. Woohoo! And there's Thomas the Tank Engine again. So there. Oh, Zoe, will you stop? That's how it happens. Look at that. Look. Oh, you can't take the Cupboard Monkey anywhere without taking them back to apologise. Right, sorry. What are we waiting for?
What are you on about?
What are you doing over there?
I might be assisting the doctor. I might not be assisting the doctor. I'm not going to tell you.
People can see your shadow. Can I just say? People can see.
Well, move the camera.
Right. Southern Train Girl says, my dad has an appointment for the COVID-19 vaccine. And of course, yes, vaccines are starting to get rolled out. It's about 4 or 5 so far, which are either have just been approved, or are on the verge of being approved. So
who's been approved? You haven't.
I think that we are on the home straight here in terms of sorting out this COVID issue. Richard Swiderski says they've just seen the TARDIS. Alex Hardingham says, hi Jenny, can you send the camera train around on your layout please? We were supposed to be doing that, but we have been so busy.
Yes, I think we can.
Yeah, but can people then see it?
I think I know how.
The Cupboard Monkey has a plan, and that is a dangerous thing. I have an awful feeling that, right, the Cupboard Monkey's put the roving cam in, and all we can see is sky. Oh,
that's Sky TV.
That's a weird angle. Hey, wait a minute. It's back to front. That's what the problem is. How have you mirrored it?
I haven't.
So why is it mirrored?
I don't know.
Have you got it in upside down?
Just mirrored, yeah.
That is strange. I'm looking at that and thinking, I like that model railway. And that's a weird thing. If you look at your model railway mirrored, you're able to actually see it in a manner that other people see it. I'm not saying that everybody else actually sees your thing back to front, but it's a way, it's a way of disassociating yourself from the creative process, such that you can kind of appreciate the whether the modelling looks right or not, which is actually quite difficult to do for a lot of people, myself included. If you're the one that's built it, you know where all the foibles are. So that's really weird, actually, looking at that backwards. Right, we've got David Cook, Zach Farnworth, hi to you, Samuel Ives, Somerset Andy, great to see you, Dean Fielding says, good evening, all had a nice afternoon on the Kirklees Light Railway Sunday. They were doing a fantastic job under difficult circumstances, very professional, keep going. Brilliant. And Patrick Furlong, don't encourage the Cupboard Monkey. And anyway, the green finger, I've got it hidden away somewhere. In fact, it's so well hidden, I'm not even sure if I can find it. Leamington Station, hi to you. Josh's Train Room, Mark Herbert, Ron B, Starkiller 100 saying spray the layout with cheese. Now that would be very sticky. But oh, those cans of spray cheese for those moments where you need to say, cheesy does it. Woohoo. Right, let's have a look. Richard Swiderski says 21 days to the Hornby 2021 release date. Cannot wait to see what's coming. Now, before anybody asks, I do not know what Hornby have now, well, will be announcing. I'm not privy to that. I know that some people from the magazines are. I'm not one of them, which does mean that I can speculate with impunity, it must be said. Because there's no chance of me accidentally giving anything away, because I honestly don't know what Hornby are planning. But what I have been told is that it's not going to be resting on their laurels. It's going to be another full-on release. That's all I can glean. But aside from that, essentially, I've no idea. So at a guess, let's see if we can guess. I think there's going to be more Beatles-themed stuff. I've said this before. Simply because I think they've paid for a license and they'll want their money's worth out of that. So I'm going to guess at that. I think reliveries is a good place to start. I'd like to see the Class 56 turning up in rail blue because they are so difficult to get at the moment. And we've only had this last year, the Floyd livery one, which has just reached the shops by all accounts. And it does seem odd that they would just make that. So I suspect that the Floyd Class 56 was actually made along with a whole load of other liveries. And a very early release next year is going to be a Class 56 or two. That's my thoughts. I would love to see a TTS sound chip to go in those 56s. But it just seems weird to do a random production run of the Floyd 56 on its own. It doesn't stack up, so I think there's some Class 56s due soon. Right, I'm just going to try and get up to date. Right, Stuart Muir, hi to you. Good evening, Jenny. Why not buy the Metcalf's latest kit, the Castle kit, and give it to the Cupboard Monkey to keep her busy? Actually, yes, the Castle kit does look really good. We could certainly look into doing that. Let's have a look. Russell Benton, I don't know why it's not letting me, unless somebody else has approved that. Russell Benton asks, I bet Lion from Hornby, which is not, oh, you've misspelled Hornby without the B, that's why it's done that. I think that the Rockets sold really well, and the second class coaches, again downstairs, because the Cupboard Monkey is photographing them for this Wednesday's video. I think there is possibly a chance of another Era 1 locomotive. Now Lion is a good bet because preserved, but also Sanspiral, maybe. Novelty, not so sure about. What else? A Planet or a Patentee would be interesting. I'm not... Yeah, Patrick Ling says, I'm still paying for this year. I must admit, and there's a few being pushed back, so the W1 Hush Hush is now, we're looking at sort of, I think they said February next year. J94 says, I have a feeling that Hornby might make the Turbo Motive because they've recently done the Princess Royals and Duchesses.
You've got to remember though that when you were just on about its actual release date, it's very hush hush.
Oh. Callum actually made that joke apparently, and nobody picked up on it. James Moody says, Mark 4 coaches to go with the 91. Actually, that is a good idea. You all right over there, Cupboard Monkey?
No, I'm not.
Somerset
fell down the stairs.
Somerset Trucking and Transport would love a DCR Grey Class 56. AD Pullen asks, are you doing a live stream on the 5th of January? Is that the day of the releases? If that's the release date, then yes, we will be looking to do that. Russell Benton is looking for a ScotRail 153. Common Road Junction says, Jenny, have you got a 4MT standard? I've got a standard class for tank. In fact, I've got 2 standard class for tank locomotives, but I've not got the 4MT with the tender. I do have a 5MT. This is like a weird code to you, Cupboard Monkey, isn't it?
You're saying you're empty. Do you want a top up?
Let me drink that first.
Jen once again has missed the joke.
On purpose. Let's have a look. Somerset Andy says, I agree, Jenny. The Hornby 56 and BR Blue with the TTS chip. I think that is a glaringly obvious one for the reasons that I've set out. And essentially, why is it mirrored it?
I'm looking for. Why don't you just leave it to me, Jen, and keep going? You were talking about something.
Yeah. And the Floyd release, there's something going on there. I will almost stake money on there being Class 56s, and that they will come out like literally within the week of the announcement. First week of January, we're looking at Class 56s. Hopefully with TTS sound chips as well. I think that's going to be the wow factor.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, you fixed it. Right. Let's have a look. Naive Gauge says the post is a bit of a mess at the moment, so importing anything through a container port. So is anything imported through a container port. Yeah, it's very, very it's very congested. That's the word I was looking for. 1701, the filed flyer says, evening all, and brackets, Gonads 1259 has a new name. Thank you. That name was actually a bit of a to read out.
You thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Just admit it.
I think it was one of those things that they probably thought it was hilarious right up until the umpteen thousandth time that they saw it on screen. Ryan G says, my credit card won't cope with any more new releases. Peter Leyland says, is the Signal Box channel on YouTube? It is actually, yes.
Is that the Hornby one?
Yeah, the Hornby YouTube channel, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Simon Trains MRS says, would love Lion. Left for Titfield. Yeah, Titfield Thunderbolt. I think that, there's plenty of tie-ins you could do with Lion. Of course, Lion does still exist. I think that would be a good one. And maybe Hornby's plan is to slowly build up, pioneering type trains. There's a lot of scope there. What would be interesting is if anybody brought out ready to run broad gauge. Obviously, the track is going to be something of an issue. Right, let's have a look. Skipsy Trains, hello to you. Good evening, Jenny and Zoe. How are you? I'm feeling a year older after yesterday. Oh, happy birthday to you. Still, my son bought me a Freightliner 66 as a prezi. Score, brilliant. Breezer 707. I would guess the Hornby 2021 range would have an 8F. Actually, yes, a warmed over 8F, possibly with TTS sound. GWR Class 2 800. Yeah, we've not seen them for a while. Rocket again. Now interesting. What about Rocket in a box set, but instead of with the first class coaches, maybe with a trio of those third class ones? Yeah. And that might actually work. And something southern, like a Southern Railway Q class, always does test quite highly. Yeah, I think you're right. I think a Southern Q class could be up there. Manthony 1956. That is very, very well pointed out. Almost 300 viewers, actually 305 according to my screen now, but only 60 plus likes. We can do better.
Right,
yes, we can. Don't forget to tickle the like button and share the stream on social media as well.
I thought we could use this, but it's Wi-Fi. We would have to switch off our live stream and jump to its Wi-Fi connection. So we can't. But oh well.
Can you actually send it round recording and then transfer that footage to the computer?
Yeah.
What about if we do that?
Alright. Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah, well, what about, I can figure out which wagon. Here we are. I'm going to grab an appropriate wagon, and I think that it can go round on the back of that.
What, so we'll see the train, or do you want to go backwards?
No, I think that...
Sideways?
Yeah, and then after it's been round once, you should turn it round. Oh.
Didn't like that, did it?
No, I wasn't happy with that. But no, it's alright. Anyway, you get it sorted. Excuse me.
Sir Patrick Furlong says Zoe deserves just as many views. I would love just as many views as Jenny gets, but I don't get as many views.
We should all go and binge watch the Cupboard Monkeys channel.
Yes.
Not right now, mind.
Look up the Book Run Comedy Club. It's great.
A.D. Pullen suggests a retooled GWR Saint or LBS CR-E2. Now, is E2 the E2 the one that Thomas the Tank Engine is based on?
No, it's the one that phoned home.
No, it's E.T., you muppet. Or is it the E1? I can never remember. But actually, I wonder. Now, here's a thought. Given that they're now not doing the Thomas the Tank Engine, hear me out here. What if they brought out models of the prototypes of Thomas the Tank Engine? So if that's the E2, then boom, an actual proper tooled up, lovely, ready to go E2. What else could they do? What's Percy based on? I think Percy's a Peckett of some description. We've had the W4, we've had the B2. If Percy's a Peckett, I can't quite remember which Peckett he is. Ron B. Hats off to you, sir. To stay in the Beatles theme, 2 meters of strawberry fields, please. Maybe they could do that in their Scale Scenics range, just like a little mat. Fat Wallet Boy 2, any predictions for new tooled Hornby model? That's what we're doing. 57305 Northern Princess. I want the Midland Pullman HST. Actually, yes, I think that is almost a dead cert. And
hello, Jenny.
And hello, I'm busy doing a live stream. If nobody on the stream can actually see this here, but the Cupboard Monkey is now filming for her vlog. Let's have a look. 57305. Oh, sorry, I've already read that one out. Paul Bottrill. Hi Jenny, watching while building my scale models. Excellent. Hey, don't film my mouth.
Now I'm filming all of the viewers on the Monday Club.
Yeah.
I can see you.
Clive Kobold. Hi Jenny, retool the class 155 DMU. Let's have a look. Bagnall Dave, hi to you. Night Gauge says, keep the jokes coming, Zoe.
Yay!
Yes, Zoe is coming.
To a cinema near you.
Z Fantasy Trains, hello to you. Wamgok would like Hornby to deliver what I've ordered. Russell Benton, though, says, does Simon Kohler do glaringly obvious, though? Occasionally. I thought you reversed that.
I have. Now it's gone back.
That's strange. Right, anyway, you've just broken the stream doing that because the cameras are not going to come up properly. I'm telling you now, don't do that view without me in the little box. Otherwise, that's when you lose cameras.
I thought you were in a little box.
No,
that's why I didn't. That's why I didn't get reversed then.
Yeah, so if I
that's the one that's got the reverse.
Is that one? Yeah, there you are. See, look, this is. Oh no, I'm not going to do it because it'll break. But right, Patrick Ling says I'd like to see a few more sound installed models, and that's
Jules Hardy Vlog says I'm new here. Well, welcome. Everyone is welcome.
Hi to you. Great to see you.
What were you saying? Sorry.
I've forgotten. Oh yeah, sound models.
She's so easy to distract.
Yeah, I think that the Class 56 is an absolute obvious one. So I think the Class 56 is, I could be wrong, but a dead cert. But also, I would like to see their Class 42 in the railroad range gain a sound chip. The Class 25 as well, please, 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 although they must know that all of the chips that they sell are going to go into Bachmann models. What else is in their range? I wonder, will they actually have been contemplating an all-new, retooled Class 25. Now, that could be an upset for the books, given that Hellion have been working on theirs. Will they bank that they can get theirs out first? Now, that's the wrong one.
Where is it?
That one, Muppeteer.
That one.
Facing our way.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, come here. Is this switched on?
Yeah, it's recording as well. You can have all of this in the front of the video.
Yeah, you're going to have the Muppetry moment. So, it's going to go round. This is interesting. So, this will be live in the Monday Club Trains Going By footage. And you can actually use it in a Trains Going By video, but with, like,
I may have to edit the sound to cut you out.
Yeah.
Hello, you everybody. Stop, do you?
Hello. Is it recording?
You don't stop.
Yeah, go on. Beam me up.
I'm hoping that this is the right way up.
Yeah, well, the buttons are on top, so it must be the right way up. Right. Tim Condrup, I'm getting the Daypole track cleaner wagon from Rails of Sheffield, but not arrived. Their post on 8th of December, but it's not arrived yet. My mum and dad says because of Christmas time, the post delayed. Yes. Rails of Sheffield.
Grab that. There's a bit of a drip about to go on.
Oh, no.
Just grab that. I'll turn the bottom.
Okay, I'll just wipe it off on the carpet.
No, it's on the top of the bottom.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was talking and you went and interrupted me.
Well, you'd have complained if I'd let it go onto the track.
Nah, it'll do.
It'll be.
Right,
It'll be
anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Is there an issue?
Yes, you. Rails of Sheffield have put a post out today saying that because of a huge backlog, Royal Mail have told them that the 48-hour delivery service is no longer 48 hours. And unfortunately, it's beyond Rails' control. This will almost certainly affect any other retailers that are sending out using Royal Mail. I don't at this moment think that
Royal Mail, quicker by snail.
Will you stop it when I'm trying to when I'm trying to talk? Oh, so I'm just talking to the little mini camera. You'll see that in a bit. I'm not aware of any couriers getting overwhelmed. But right, anyway. Michelle Patterson, a big hello to you. It's great to see you. I hope you are well. Welcome to the stream. Canadian Rail fan. Hello, Jenny and Zoe. I'm thinking there will be an S160 from Hornby for the 2021 range. Absolutely. I think that the S160 is another item that I keep wondering when it's going to appear. And there are so many livery options for that as well. So that is up there. That is certainly one which I could see. Skipsy Trains. I'm still waiting on Hornby's Azuma, a 2019 release, or so they said. This was supposed to be my son's Christmas present for 2019. I've not seen any word on that. I don't know if that's been cancelled or delayed for a period. Garthian wants an industrial Garrett. It would be a gorgeous model. Now, I absolutely agree with you.
Garthian does like his Garretts.
There we are. Now it'll get to film us. So there's the cupboard monkey, everybody. Samuel Ives says, when are Daypole's D-Class coming out? I believe it's next year sometime. As far as I'm aware, there's no slippage on schedule for those. They were always intended to come out next year. Why did you go wow?
Catton Park Junction says, hi everyone. Now flying visit as I'm waiting at the services to head back up north. Good luck.
Oh, right. Well,
hope you get out before Tier 3 hits the south.
No, it should be alright. But not told us which services. It could be Roundham services on the M27. See, I know geography.
No, you don't.
I've been there, actually.
You've been everywhere.
Yeah, I had breakfast there once.
Jenny's main job is to drive a stereo around the country and just look at things.
I have to say that Roundham services on the M27 was the most underwhelming black pudding that I have ever had for breakfast.
Can you be overwhelmed with I suppose you could be overwhelmed with black pudding if it kind of came at you en masse.
Oh, wow, I didn't know this. Philip Page said Simon Kohler was on Hochanda Shopping Channel last night flogging Hornby sets. Oh, wow. Well, did he flog many? Mark Wilson, that is actually an interesting idea. Re-release the 2 Bill, the 2 Hal, and the Class 423, which is the 4 VEP, I think it is. Actually, yes, I must admit. Now, I do have a 2 HAL and a 2...
Whoa.
What have you just done?
I pressed the release button and it threw the memory card at me.
Where did it go?
Well, have it then.
Yeah, fine, take it, see if I
don't know
can.
where it's gone.
Did it go down the thing? There it is. Ha ha ha.
It's like, well, if you have to have it.
Yeah. You know what would be cool? Would be a memory stick that you can plug them into.
Yeah.
Can you get them?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Well, I've got to go and find the memory card adapter because I forgot to bring it, and then I can transfer it and we can show it in and we'll have a look.
Okay.
Hopefully this filmed. Hopefully we didn't just press Wi-Fi mode or something.
Well, it sat there going, I can't find the Wi-Fi. Where is it? Hello, anybody listening? Right. But yeah, the Class 423. When that came out, it's a lovely model, 4-coach set. From what I gather, it's from the period where Hornby kind of lost their way, and the 2 HAL and the 2 HAP, the 2 Bill and the 2 HAL. Better actually, I'll just call them the Class 401 and the 402, rather than messing about with terms I don't know. Class 401, Class 402, lovely models, but not really the most prototypes. But I think yes. They may have rested for long enough in the range that they would sell very well. The reason for this is when you go into shops, I have not seen either of the Class 401 or 402 or the Class 403 for that matter still for sale anywhere. And certainly the Class 423, they are long gone. But be warned, the price of a 4-coach set now, if the Bankman prices are anything to go by, we're going to be looking at around the £300 mark. So just bear in mind it's not going to be cheap, but I would love one of those in Network Southeast. And I can remember umming and ahhing when they were 120 quid. And now that would be a steal, 120 quid. Big hello to Jay. Liam at New Mills Model Railway says those panniers are struggling a bit. Where have they gone? I think what it is that one of them keeps stalling. No, let's let them keep going. They've not run for a long time. Ash Beer says, all I can hope for is anything First Great Western, GWR or Southwest trains. LNER train fan, I subscribe to you and have liked the stream.
Yay!
Boom! Thank you ever so much. Right, I'm going to try and skip up to date, although Daryl Hearn says, yep, Class 66 Backman Shed on my wants bucket. Russell Benton, actually, I've got to read this one out. Russell Benton, how about a die-cast 8er? I have been bugging Simon Kohler on and off about this. Now, we had the Duchess of Atholl in
Is this why he got a court injunction against you?
Will you stop interrupting me when I'm in full flow? Oh, actually, that's probably really loud, me doing that. We've got a pop guard, so it's all right. Anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch, where's my prod stick? Where is my prod stick?
It's gone.
Have you been messing about with my tool?
No, you brought it downstairs to prod me when I was doing my live programming.
I've put it somewhere safe, and it's so safe, even it's even...
What were you talking about, anyway? I've got
Okay.
some good news for you.
Go on, then.
It worked.
The what worked?
The camera worked.
Oh, well, we might be having... What you need to do is make a scene, which is the video plus me, and then it won't break the cameras.
You want me to make a scene?
You can put it on the final button. We don't use the final button.
You want me to make a scene?
Put it on the final button on the Elgato Stream Deck, which incidentally, actually, Michelle Patterson's watching. Do tell Ken, this is how easy live streaming is. So you see what's on the screen. This little finger here is going to press that button. That's all I need to do. Oh, for crying out loud!
You've broken it!
Oh, that button.
You've broken it!
What?
You broke it!
No, this is you messing about.
I'm over here, I haven't touched it! You've broken it!
How? How do you do it? Oh, I know how you did this. You put up a scene that didn't have the camera on. Oh.
I have done nout.
Right, let me just try and repair things. Oh.
I love that you just tried to demonstrate to Ken how easy this was and then immediately broke your own stuff.
Not like that, Ken. There's a software glitch. Have we lost loads of cameras? I don't believe this. I honestly don't believe this.
Water Road saying
Hello,
you can't
Water Road.
beat a stream deck. You've turned off your videos now. Right.
Right, just you talk to the nice people whilst I do some repairs of all the things that you did.
So Jenny has just broken everything and now she's blaming me. So I just want to take this opportunity to say that I have proposed a new operating system that will make computers so easy. We're going to base everything on food and we're going to call it Delicious.
Okay.
Are you back yet?
Just give me a moment.
Well, you've turned off camera 1 for a start.
That's a good point, actually. Right. I'm going to turn the cameras back on now.
This is your fault. I didn't do it. I did now.
Yeah, you did. You wouldn't turn.
Now.
You did your thing where.
Turn it back on so that it might actually connect. Nope.
Oh,
No signal.
there we go. There we go. Right.
Are we back now?
Yes. Don't mess with any of my. Yes. Right. We'll get. Let's just make sure they're all working. Yes. Yes. Right. So let's pretend that the last 5 minutes never happened. So Michelle, you're in. Let Ken know it's as easy as doing with the little pinky, and I just press that button, and boom.
It's as easy as breaking everything. That was all intentional, honest.
There is a software glitch that we've yet to iron out, but if you're aware of it and you don't let the cupboard monkey just go, oh, what's that button do? Then it doesn't break everything. Right, anyway. Meanwhile, there's a lot of calls for the E2 tank. Am I that far behind?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Right, I'm going to do a big scroll. Remember, if I've accidentally missed any of your comments or questions, it's not because I'm ignoring you, it's just because I am
Just because Jenny is incapable of doing
so
things properly.
if I haven't acknowledged your question, do just ask it again. Obviously, don't like go answer me. Oh, I've got a question. Oh, what's your favourite colour? Answer me. Because I get that from the cupboard monkey day in day out. Right. 1701, the filed flyer says what 5 minutes? Garthian says TARDIS is behind the signal near the tunnel mouth. Oh yeah, he spotted it. It's good, easy. Ben Davis says in Hornby range launch 2021 an S160 Transportation Core Red number 2253 Omaha with a nameplate. You've missed out number 2. I'm looking for your number 2 in your list. But number 3 Fowler 210 Big Bertha. Yes, definitely. Yeah, I think Big Bertha is another one. I actually asked Ben Jones of Hellion about Big Bertha, and he thought it would eventually appear without giving any hints or anything. It was quite simply a case that he thought it was a model that would definitely appear from somebody. Richard Swiderski says TARDIS hiding behind Land Rover. That's the same location. So what are you up to now?
Now I've got to plug this in.
Why are you going downstairs?
Because it's easier to try and get this from here without bending over and potentially falling down the stairs.
Right. Is Les in? Somebody said hi, Leslie. Island Scenic says hello, Zoe. I hope Jenny is being nice to you as always. JJ Williams 1984 hi to you. Pete Clark saying they were showing how it doesn't work. LOL. Definitely. Mike and Sue Fudham Junction says, Dear Santa, please can I have a new unbreakable camera changing thingy? Oh dear.
I don't believe it's possible, no.
Oh, a big hello to Alan Reynolds, PVA J-Cloth. Alan says, hello my lovelies. Just returned from the loft, busy wiring today. Now, wiring is one of those things that I think you either enjoy it or you tolerate it. Barry Turner, lights, camera, action. Martin Searsma, hi to you. Gronkston Model Railway, good evening to you. Jay says that's a nice new angle, not seen it before. Yeah, that's Weir Yard by night. Digger Evans Model Railway says, oh, Leslie Gilpin, hi to you. Wangok just lost 5 minutes. John PW22, evening to you. Island Scenics, haven't been to Max's for 2 weeks. The bank looks healthy. Gary Lewis though says, Jenny, blame the glitch on the you've written on the goggle outage today. Oh no, my goggles have gone funny.
Okay, if you were to jump to the browser and webcam button.
Okay, we're there now. It's very fisheye, isn't it?
Well, yeah, of course it is.
So everybody, this is Weir Yard by Camera Wagon. Literally, oh yeah.
That's the bit where it stopped.
Yeah. So everybody, that is. Have you turned the sound off, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, you have. Right. That is a weird angle, you know, because of the fisheye lens. Everything close up looks very strange.
Well, yeah.
It's like, oh no, your trains are broken because they've bent. And look, you can actually see on the monitor screen what we were doing at the time.
Yeah, that's OBS.
Yeah.
So, someone was asking what software we use. It's just OBS.
Yeah. And then, oh, it's a bit dark over there. Look, just do the light. Get the light up and running. So now you're just going to see, like, up close and personal with the Les back scene. That's just,
That's the Les cliff.
Oh, I see what you did there. And then this is into the tunnel. I am curious what you actually see in the tunnel.
A big, massive mountain out.
Yeah. So there we are. And you can see the military establishment there. And that is actually quite interesting. So,
I like it.
Yeah, we'll save this footage. We'll dub some new sound onto it and bung it out as a bit of easy video content. But I'm sure we can actually add a camera to go round on lots of other things.
Well, we would. We're going to have to get one that actually transmits on a Wi-Fi signal that we can pick up.
Yeah.
And that's our big issue at the moment.
Oh, look, there's the Rod Stewart album cover. And actually, as I said, I got interviewed on Ken Patterson's What's Neat This Week. Filmed that yesterday, very early hours of the morning. Blah, 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 blah. Is what I'm probably saying there. In fact, I know you remember what I was saying.
Until let's say someone actually did a camera angle on YouTube like this, but they edited a carriage interior onto the video. I remember that.
Yeah.
We saw that one.
Yeah. Actually, I prefer it this angle. That looks really nice. But yes, a big shout out actually to What's Neat This Week with Ken Patterson. Did that with Michelle, interviewed me, and that was great fun actually. Really enjoyed doing that. But if people are wondering why I keep making references about how easy the Elgato Stream Deck is to use, it's simply because I kind of sold Ken on the concept of it, which I must also say that I think it was Wardle Road who sold me on the concept of the Elgato Stream Deck.
Should be on commission for these things. He made me one for the office.
Actually, it's a much better, when it's not gone sideways, it's actually a much better angle.
Yeah.
So I think we should put the camera wagon on behind something else. What do you think?
Garfield says, Zoe, could you show the record that I bought you guys? You've not shown it yet.
Oh, it's downstairs. It's filed in the rack because it's. I'll have to dig it out. I will have to dig that out. I'm sure we showed it when I first opened it on the live stream.
Pretty sure we did.
I did hold it up.
I don't like this camera. It makes me look huge.
That actually makes the room look huge, doesn't it?
It's weird.
So what are people actually saying here? Cooper and District Model Railway Club says, we have a video on the club YouTube channel showing driver's view of our OM30 layout, Full Feather Falls, which was at Worley 2080s. Dongets Model Railway says, just need to play the footage backwards, then it looks like you're going forwards.
Wow, look at that. You can see all the stuff that you stuck to the roof.
To the what now?
To the roof.
Oh yes, the paintings that are actually up here in the roof. I always forget.
They were from Les, weren't they?
Yeah, I always forget that people can't see them. This is like a weird angle. Oh, look at my flab.
See what I mean? It makes you look huge.
Flabby, flabby, flabby. Oh, lose some weight, woman.
Oh, you can see how we do our production. Because now they can see where I sit and how I don't have a proper chair and desk.
Vic Freak says, my wants from Hornby 2021 is a Monsell Z-Class 080. Actually, yeah, that's a good one. Or Yuri H15.
Actually, leave it there. Leave it back on.
Oh, too late. I just pressed the...
Because we might as well bring up this other one since it's nice.
Okay. Richard Swiderski says, great angle, girls. Gaffer Haynes, hi to you.
Have you jumped back?
I will be doing now. So we did this for the virtual model rail exhibition, and this is Minith Tatis, which is my 009 layout, which obviously can't be here with us tonight on account of it being too big to cart around up into the loft. But certainly, that was actually a Roco locomotive. I'm not actually...
A Roco Loco!
Yeah, Roco Loco. I got it from Les. I did a swap with Les for a spare J36, which I had a duplicate of. But I don't know why you included that angle. It's like, look, let's see what it looks like on the inside.
Because you at the time were planning to make it into something really good.
It just happens to be where all the electrics go. But this is Minith Tatis. People are going to be going, well, are you going to play my video now?
Well, we will later on.
We will later on. We're going to get to you guys' videos later on. And if you want to send a video in of your railway, send the URL to zoe@zoerobinson.com. And if you put in the title Monday Club as part of the title, then that should make it a lot easier for you to find. But I think all of this is filmed with the Roco Loco. Is this before I got my Baldwins?
It's before you even put all of the water effects in.
Is it? Gosh. Yes, you're right. Look, the pond is bereft of water.
The pond is dry.
Oh well, that was lovely. Thank
Yeah,
you very much to whoever sent that in. Right.
I just thought we'd do a little bit special.
Upwell and Onwards. Oh, that's a really good name. Upwell and Onwards. Good question, Tim. Which means there's a question somewhere. Ah, right. Island Scenics says, how is a mini layout too big when it won't actually fit through the loft hatch? And also, I mean, there's nowhere to put it. We'd just be like, to me, to you, to you, to me. So we would struggle on that, I suspect. Let's just change the angle. Ryan G says, 009 is on my to-do list as a layout. It is actually really good.
Jay Lion says, Holly says, good night, girls. It's her bedtime now. She's ate all the good biscuits.
All right. Well, once all the good biscuits are gone, there's no point in staying up. But good night. Oh, excuse me. Good night, Holly. Sleep tight. Come again next time. There we are. That should give them appropriate nightmares. Gaffer Haynes. We read that right. Here we are. Ben Tullett says, Jenny, go on Gauge Master's website. They have loads of HOE locos made by mini trains. I will have to take a look, actually.
We've got a question here. Blue Star Ted says, nice railway. How much does it cost? We don't know, and we don't want to think about it.
We never add up the cost. Like there's it's the golden rule of any railway modelling. It's probably the golden rule of any hobby. Never, ever add up how much everything costs. Like, if you added up the sum total of everything that you have spent on your goodies and stuff, then you will be shocked, because you'll look at it and go, I could have bought a house with no mortgage for that.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah. Can I just say that if instead of spending all the money on this, I'd have just gone, I'll just be boring and pay off the mortgage. Not only would we be mortgage free now, but we'd also be living in a much bigger house. And
I'd also be bored.
Yeah, I'd be sat in a big empty room going, this would be perfect for a model railway if I hadn't spent all my money on the house.
Yeah, Cooper and District Model Railway Club says, never add up the cost of model railways.
No. It's a rookie mistake if you do, because you just see people gibbering in the corner going, and basically they're the people who've been a bit silly and added up what it cost them. Right. Where are we? Blue Star Ted says, yeah, probably a lot. Manthony 1956 does ask, Jenny, what is the wine of the day? Have a bottle of Blaison 2017 California Cabernet Sauvignon. decent and less than $10. Yeah, I like a Rioja. Oh yes, when I'm drinking Rioja, it very quickly becomes Rioja. Right. Right. Anyway. Within model railway says I added up costs. Was shocked.
Yeah.
I think shocked is an understatement. I did actually at one point. I did at one point. And start adding up. I was having a momentary lapse of reason, and I bailed at 20,000. And it's like, and I hadn't even looked in after drawers. Right.
Blue Star Ted is also saying, where is this track based on?
It's inspired by Tynyard, but it's not actually a Tynyard. Now, interesting. Yeah, Skipsy Trains. We are on Pepsi to the max. To the max. So that's why I'm going a little bit like woo, because there's something in Pepsi Max that makes me go hyperactive, and I've told the cupboard monkey not to buy Pepsi Max.
Do you want to tell them about that time we went to that concert?
No, but I suspect you're going to tell him anyway.
If you don't want me to, I won't.
Yeah, Jay says, I keep a spreadsheet of my locos and rolling stock, including the price I paid for each item. Haven't bothered to add it up, though. Yes, do not use that function in Excel to add up that column, because you will be shocked.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, just as a public service announcement, never actually admit to your other half how much you've spent on all this stuff.
Yes, just you gotta say to yourself, do I want it to sell it on for what I paid for it, or what I told her I'd paid for it? There was a model shop somewhere. I remember seeing a photo of the receipt, and it says for $3 we can print you up a second receipt that says what you told her you paid for it. White Wall Wheels, one hardcore MOH. Tim, you got to do Thomas and Friends 009. Yes, of course. Because they've not been announced as far as I know yet, but they're obviously out in the US, so we've seen the quality of the merchandise. But Dolgoch and I forget what the name of the other one is, aka Scarloey and Rheneas, are available in 009 and actually are pretty good models. A quick repaint and remove the happy face off the front and put a smokebox door in, and they are absolutely great Teleflin themed locomotives. The actual coaches as well do look quite nice too. Lots of people have actually spotted the TARDIS in the flat wagon behind the Peckett. Garthian has spotted it, but I did see somebody else who had spotted it before, so we can't. Garthian, you can't claim the full. What is in this stuff? It just makes me go weird. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when I go hyperactive. Now, those of you of a certain age might remember tartrazine, which it was the orange food colour, the unnatural orange food colouring, which they used to put in anything orange, and it would make a lot of children go really hyperactive. Now, funnily enough, that did not make me go hyperactive as a child, but the artificial sweetener that is in Pepsi Max, not in Coca-Cola, but in Pepsi Max specifically, it's not even in regular Pepsi, it makes me go hyperactive even to this day. And I'm not the only person it does that to. I went to university with a girl, and it did the same to her. So what we used to do is buy a 2-litre bottle of Pepsi Max, went to a party and went, oh, sorry, we don't want alcohol. And we just share the 2-litre bottle of Pepsi Max through the night, and we'd be like, wah! And there was no hangover. It was great. But what you're seeing now is what happens when the cupboard monkey starts feeding me with Pepsi to the max. Right, anyway.
To the max!
To the max! Stop encouraging me! Oh, right. Oh, interesting. Flymo Chairman 1 says, the American Thomas line in Pennsylvania had full Celestary coaches. Oh, interesting. Jay says you can buy Scarloey and Rheneas as well as Rusty from Tootly Thomas.
Garfield says Pepsi Max contains aspartame. It is very addictive and causes hyperactivity.
That'll be it then. Upwell and Onward says, I'll be spending near £500 on a single model this weekend. Are you alright?
No.
What's happened?
I started to twitch again. Ooh.
I wonder if it's the Pepsi Max, the Spiritane. There you go. Eat some mince pies. Open wide. Woo. Do we have anything that's not Pepsi Max? Because I'm actually quite aware that you're alright.
No, I'm not. I'm sad.
You're having a seizure. You're right. Is there something we can do for you?
No.
Just breathe. Is the twitch coming? I would rather you're not sat at the top of the stairs, you know, with that twitch going on. Because if you twitch and fall off your chair, you're going head first down the stairs.
I know. I'll be alright.
Okay, you okay?
All of a sudden, it just comes across.
Ooh.
And it's like, oh my goodness.
And I've lost the receipt, so I can't take her back either.
We've probably just scared a lot of people there.
So
I'd just like to say, I'm perfectly fine.
Somerset Andy says, the Warship Jenny looks awesome. Bachmann model? Yes, very much. I've got the Bachmann Class 42 and the Class 43. Now I have a feeling that is the Class 43, I think. Let me try and get close. Sorry, my eyes are a bit... they don't see properly these days.
Yeah, your eyes are solar powered. That's why you can't see.
They are actually. I'm going to wait until it comes to the top because. Sorry.
Yeah. People are now saying in the chat, poor Zoe. Guys, I'm fine. It's an issue that comes and goes, and we're not sure what it is. But I've got an appointment with the doctor on Friday, so we'll know soon.
Yeah, she's not. It's not like super serious, as in she doesn't like have a full seizure or anything. But thank you very much for your concern. I can hear. I think one of those locos just keeps stopping and then starting again. Colton Vlogs YT says, hello, cool channel. I like trains. So do we. Welcome aboard. And it's great to see you. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Don't forget to tickle that like button, share the stream on social media, and also subscribe to the channel too. So we've got 362 people in, and it's great to see you all. I'm always really, really honoured that you guys choose to spend your Monday nights here with me on the Monday Club, and we're getting that great sense of community, which I think is really important. We're still in the lockdown, and we've got a vaccine getting rolled out, but certainly. Oh, it's good to. It's actually quite good to hear you sounding a little bit better. To be honest,
like I said, it's fine.
Manthony 1956 says, been in the car hobby for years. We figured the first 100 horsepower increase was about $10 per horsepower. Oh my gosh, yeah, I can imagine. It goes up about tenfold from there. Oh,
Tenfold?
Yeah.
Danger Mouse.
Yeah, okay. Naive Gauge suggests it could be Pepsi poisoning. Daryl Hearn says, as they say in Harry Potter, eat chocolate. Alan Reynolds says, I am interested to know the size of your loft space. I have 5 by 5 meters and only got a fraction of what you have there. And we're about, I think it's about 18 feet or 20 feet by 12 or 14 feet. I've never actually measured it, but see, what you've got to remember. No, I'm good, thank you. No, I don't want one. I don't want one.
Christmas mince pies.
I don't want one. If you don't take it away, I'll have to be forced to put mine in the bin. I've never actually measured it, but I get a lot in this space because if you notice, there's a lot of tracks. The scenery itself, there's no station taking up space.
No station taking up space on a model railway.
No, they do take up a lot of space, it has to be said. Which is
Naive
probably
Gauge has a brilliant question for you that I need to jump in and ask.
Okay.
I consider Monday evenings to be leisure time, says Naive Gauge. Do Jenny and Zoe think of it as work?
No, see, we enjoy doing this as well, and that's the thing with YouTube, is that if you're passionate about the subject that you're making videos on, and you know it's fun for you to do, then hopefully that does come across in the video and makes it enjoyable to watch. So I don't see it as work so much as it's a little bit of us messing about that we just happen to put on the internet. So yeah, no, it doesn't. Even when I film videos, like review videos, there is an element of a work field, but it's not like proper work?
I have a different answer.
Yes, you do. You
Now-
always have a different
Now,
answer.
I do see this as work because I have to. I work. I work 7 days a week, and that's how I see it. I've got to have my work time and my private time where I'm doing my own stuff. So I have to compartmentalize this as work. Otherwise, I would think, well, I can do it later, and it doesn't matter. That's how I am. So I do see it as work. I just happen to really enjoy my work. That's how it is.
Right. Phil Metcalf says, I get loads of energy, hungry, then can't sleep if I have Pepsi Max. It's worse than my steroids. Yeah, there's a lot of people. See, I knew that I wasn't alone on the Pepsi Max thing, but it does seem that there's a lot of people who go hyperactive on Pepsi Max. Big hello to Dazza 1977. What else we got? Paul of Bramley Junction says, look after yourself, Zoe. Darren Malta, Zoe, go easy. Tadpoles Trains, do you have any American logos? I do have a Bachmann GP40 in Burlington Northern Green and Silver, but it's not up here, and it's an old model. It's from the 1990s, so it's not DCC ready, and it runs like a dog. But yeah, I would like to start collecting US outline stuff. I love a lot of the models. There's some great detailed models. In fact, when I was on with Ken and Michelle on the What's Neat This Week podcast, are you all right? You've gone bright red.
It's gone down the wrong side.
Oh. But we filmed that yesterday morning. I think it comes out later this week. He had a whole load of really quite pretty locomotives. Did he say they were in an FP7 or something? But certainly there were some really excellent models. He also had the Bachmann G-scale Santa Fe locomotive, which looked huge, and it's what used to be made by Aristocraft, but it's now been fully absorbed into the Bachmann range. And there's just some great models. I really do like the US outline stuff. And also I should do a big up to the San Juan Model Company and American Limited Models, because they're sending out a whole load of US tank cars for me to review, and it'll be the first time, first opportunity I've got to review what, from our point of view, is an overseas model. And I'm really looking forward to that, actually, and hopefully it'll be the start of building up a US collection of stuff. Because what I actually want to do is build a US HO, a HO US themed layout in a similar manner to the Myneth Tatis that we did before. That keeps making a weird noise around there. The 009 Myneth Tatis. I really would like to do like one of these little backwater. What's this? Oh, it's that thing again. Like a little backwater short line model. And there's some really great prototypes out there. And I've seen stuff where you've got a train that trundles down the centre of the street, kind of like Lagrange, or there's one in I want to say Syracuse, New York as well. And there's a few places still where on-street running does happen in the US. Sadly, in the UK, we've seen the last bastion of that, which hasn't actually been used since, I think, 2001 may have been the last time anything tried to run down. It was the Weymouth Quay tramway, which they've now decided to completely rip out. But in the US, there's a lot more locations where on-street running does still occasionally happen. And I just think it's got an amazing charm to it, and I'd love to make a model.
Stephen Cameron says, Zoe, if you're unwell, I prescribe a large brandy.
Oh,
I can't actually drink. It would affect my brain tablets, as Jenny calls them.
McBenman1 says, hi Jenny, my brother Jack is watching the Monday Club for the very first time. So big hello to Jack. How are you doing? It's great to have you aboard. I hope you're really enjoying it, and maybe we'll be seeing you back again next time as well. But look, you take care. Oh, but that makes it sound like I'm signing off. Right, see you now. Bye.
Hi Jack. Hi Jack. Welcome till Monday Club. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Right.
It's been a while since I spoke Norwegian fully.
Wiven Model Railway that says, I have to drink more Pepsi Max. I need something to ease my lethargy.
Railway Man has a question here. Do you answer questions on model railways or just talk about yourself? We answer questions on model railways.
Yes, well, that's what we do. We're talking about US outline stuff.
Yes.
Actually, Ron B says the Trix Big Boy is very good. Actually, the Big Boys and the Challengers, those sort of things. I like the NYC Hudsons as well. They look really nice. Could you give me a drink? I'm actually.
Would you like? What would you like?
What do we actually have?
Make you a coffee.
No, I don't want coffee. Actually, a pint of juice would probably go.
You want some juice?
Yeah, set the
Would
juice.
you like a stein of juice?
No, don't get the novelty glass. I do not like drinking from that novelty glass, it has to be said.
Yes, is that glass close to the camera or are you just very small?
Yes. Wiven Model Railway says Essex is in Tier 3. Yes, because anybody down in London is moving to Tier 3 from Wednesday.
They've been partying in it, like we always said. It
Yeah,
all ends in tears.
you weren't behaving yourselves.
It all ends in tears.
Well, Tier 3.
Yes, that would be multiple tiers.
Yes. Garthian says, has anyone else seen the TARDIS yet? It's in the open bogey wagon in the freight yard, or it was. Right, yes. Island Scenic says, why do people not like Bachmann? I like Bachmann. If you look over my layout, I mean, the huge long train of 16-ton mineral wagons that you're seeing go around, they are all Bachmann. I love that model. The Bachmann 16-ton mineral wagon is absolutely great. There are a number of other models knocking around. In fact, the van train is entirely made of Bachmann wagons with the exception of the brake van at the back. What else? Actually, locomotive-wise, we're looking at most of the locos running tonight are Bachmann locos. We've got Class 25 over here that's doing the shuttle. The Class 43, I think, is doing the other shuttle. We have got 2 pannier tanks, both Bachmann. We've got the E4, which is Bachmann. We have also got 4, yes, that's right, 4 Ginties coming round. In fact, I will check whether it's the Class 42 or the Class 43 when it gets to the top. I'm not nuanced enough to be able to spot the difference at a distance. Essentially, there's not a huge difference between a Class 43 and a Class 42. But once you know what it is fairly obvious to do with things like ports and stuff. But the way I check them apart is number. So we have got D836, which is powerful. And I think I'm none the wiser as to whether it's a Class 42. Let me just check something. Let me try and find, where is my other? Because I know I've got one of each. I'm on a mission now. I'm on a mission to find out what the other one do. Right, yes. That is a Class 43, right. Why have you
brandy?
Medicinal she just brought Napoleon's brand. You know, Napoleon is not going to be able to invade Russia without this. Because it's his brandy.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. It's actually nice and cold. That's nice.
Melchester says, Jenny, would you consider a Christmas theme for next week's videos?
How would we do Christmas theme? That's the thing. I'm not sprinkling talcum powder over the layout.
No, because you'd never get it back off.
Yeah, that's the main reason. A Christmas theme. We could go for a Christmas theme, but I don't really have anything that screams Christmas. But we would welcome videos from anybody who's done Christmas themed videos. Well, yeah, I'm not really sure how we would do a Christmas theme.
Put some tiny presents on your trains.
Possibly. Right, let's go for that one.
We've got a brilliant question here from Island Scenics.
Mm.
Do people buy a train because they like it, or do they buy a train to fit with their layout?
I think there's a bit of both. I'm very much in the camp of buying a train because I like it, and that's like the main thing for me, and because it fits with my layout is kind of a secondary thing. But I do know of people who will only buy excuse me, will
Look at
only
those
buy
special
locomotives
bits.
that
Wow.
fit with the theme that they're modelling. And actually, if they change what they're modelling, say they, excuse me, they get bored with their layout and decide they're going to build a new layout, and they pick a new location and a new time frame, they will actually just sell all of the locomotives that they deem not fitting with that. I've seen that happen an awful lot as well. So I think there are two different camps on this. We often talk about Rule 1, Model Railway Rule 1, which is basically it's my railway, I'll put whatever I like on it. And I'm very firmly in that camp. So what you're seeing going around, there's a lot of steam locomotives that you'd never have seen trundling around in these liveries together on Britain's railways in what amounts to a BR Blue tops period. And in fact, the Class 43, to have that trundling around at the same time as locomotives in intercity and Network Southeast livery on the layout would just never happen. And actually, the Class 43 is one of the few extinct locomotive types. There are no surviving Class 43s. I think there was one that kind of got away. I'm trying to think. I think, wasn't the Swindon Gate Guardian on the turntable? It was an engineless Class 43. I could be wrong on that, but it was cut up unceremoniously. Ben Davis says, thanks for doing these videos. You're absolutely welcome. Manthony 1956, F-Series American locomotives were great colourful billboards. Most were produced by General Motors, and the many had paint schemes designed by GM Art Department. I've seen a few actually. One of the ones that Ken was showing, and you'll see that when you look out for the What's Neat This Week podcast, which I'm on it, as he talks about the George Bush. I think it was the George Bush boxcar, the special one. It's about $200, but they are handmade, and the amount of detail that goes into them is incredible. But there's some of the locomotives to go with that. I think there's Rapido trains do a locomotive with two different liveries that I've seen, and they are incredibly detailed liveries. Right, Ben Tullett says, Jenny, have you seen the American layout done by Sutton Coldfield Model Railway Club? It's massive and really well detailed. I may have seen it at shows, but I couldn't off the top of you say for certain. Leamington Station says they still have on-street running at Beamish Museum up here in the northeast. The trams...
Oh!
Oh my word.
One of these was buzzing. I don't know which one. I'm going to switch places.
Yeah, let's switch space. Well, let me just quickly check. Is anything...
One of those was buzzing behind me. So,
right.
We have an issue.
Yeah.
Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Cupboard Monkey Takes Over. So, I've been sitting in the corner because Jen gives me a tiny bit of space and hits me with sticks. You've seen it. You've all seen it. So, she won't deny it. And that's how we work from here. So Jen is now trying to make all of the electrics work. They were working a minute ago.
They're working again.
She's very clever, you know. She's very smart. And I don't have to say that because she'll hit me a mistake. It's very true. So, I press all these buttons. What happens? Whoosh! See? See? You've seen it now. It's on camera.
Right, go on. You just help Doctor Who land his TARDIS, yeah?
Oh,
yeah?
I've got to get back up now.
Yeah, come on.
This sounds an awful lot like hard work.
Yeah, come on. Hop it.
Boing. Yeah, boing, boing, boing.
Right.
You place them. I'll just hide on
they
the...
They can see
Alright,
me.
I'll just hide on the screen. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Whoa. Tweet, 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 tweet.
You finished?
Tweet, tweet.
Right. Fifi Cosmos 1966 says, I like this YouTube channel.
Island Scenic says,
Thank
is that
you.
flame meant to be there?
That what?
Is that flame meant to be there?
Flame?
Firebox flicker.
Oh, right. Where?
No. It's a joke, Jen.
Ah, Russell Benton. I quite fancy German and Swiss railways. A DB Class 103 would be good. Yeah, there's some lovely models. Actually, oops, sorry.
Have you just broken your chair again?
This chair is... Oh, it's the
I
back.
heard that.
Yeah, it's the back. Oh. We have an emergency. We have an emergency situation.
There's an emergency going on.
Yeah, please can Arnold J. Rimmer proceed to the emergency.
You've broken your choo-choo.
Right, let me just get this fixed.
Okay. Do we now get the butt cam?
I'm afraid you do.
You get a butt cam.
Now, those are smooth running, are they not?
Yes, they are. That's going to run away. Be careful.
There we go.
Your choo-choos are working now.
Yeah, they are. Right. Oh, that's the end of the butt cam. Right. Skipsy Train says Tier 1. Wahoo! Have they just announced a change in tiers for lots of places?
I don't know. I've been in here.
Well, where are we?
We're in the Monday Club.
Unless Skipsy Trains is on the Isle of Wight. Donald Thompson. Jenny, have a look at Jawtooth. Yes, already subscribed. Some great rail fanning videos, actually. And he's actually really great to watch. You can tell he's got amazing enthusiasm. So if you're not aware of Jawtooth, just look for that channel. It's all rail fanning. He goes out and films trains on some quite unusual little short lines and stuff. It's a great channel. Do check him out. That's Jawtooth, spelled Jawtooth. And yeah, I am a subscriber already.
Government website says we're still in Tier 3.
What? Oh, why? Yeah, Stephen Cameron says it's going to be tears before bedtime. Pete Clark, I'm sorry, Pete, but no, that's too generous. There's TARDIS on layout somewhere.
Tears on my pillow.
Yeah, there's a lot of jokes going around. It's like Darren Mould says, great show. I knew 2020 would end in tears. Hyde Kent says, I am annoyed to have only just arrived. Hello. And Sharon Newton says, is it just your layout, Jenny?
In about 10 minutes.
In about 10 minutes, it's going to be other people's as well.
Yep, we do the virtual model railway exhibition every week.
Grongston Model Railway says, I love Bachmann models. However, I don't like the way they are demanding over-the-top pricing for very old tooling models. Right.
You've run out of words. My goodness.
No,
Jenny's
I'm
speechless.
No, I'm filling up with phlegm. Thomas Whittington says, have you got any tank locomotives bigger than an 060? I do, actually. I've got a 72XX. That's weird why that does that.
Have you got the triple X version as well?
No,
the one that's too hot to handle?
I've got... oh, for goodness sake.
Same place again. Have you got a short on the thing?
I'm wondering whether the locomotive's not...
Have you got too many locals and then there's one that'll spike?
Yeah, I think this may be a situation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking some of these locomotives off. Yeah, I do have quite a few Adriatic wheel-based tanks. And people go, Adriatic? Adriatic is 264. I only learnt that the other day. But you know, there's like Pacific, Atlantic, Baltic, Mogul, Prairie. Well, it turns out 264 is Adriatic. So I've got quite a few, like standard class 4s, Fairburns, L1s. What?
Move the TARDIS. Oh, you need to move the TARDIS.
Okay, there you go. Right, but I do have a 72XX Mikado tank, 282, which I was going to get out, but until we were really interrupted. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove some of the locomotives, because
I haven't touched now.
That is interesting. I think it's one of those panniers, but they're in a different location now.
Yeah.
I think that something's overheating because...
Okay, while you're dealing with that, we've got an interesting question here.
Yeah.
Darren Mould says, Jenny, what is your favourite engine or train?
It's always going to be... well, at the moment, the Brighton H1 Atlantic in full London, Brighton and South Coast Railway livery, it has to be said, is really, really nice. I love that livery. But I also like the little ex-Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway pugs.
You do, you love a pug.
Hmm. Now, is that still going to be able to get around with just 2 locos pulling it? What I might do as well...
Are your shuttles in the right place? Because they've shorted things out when they go too far as well, remember?
Yeah, but they're... Yeah, I'll just leave them be for now.
Okay.
Right, when the panniers get round, I am going to just make sure... have you got... have we got plenty of videos this
We've got
week?
14. We're ready when you are.
Okay, start queuing them up.
Let's cue some videos.
So we're going to start queuing up some of your guys' videos, and I'm going to see if that can manage getting round on its own. So I've removed 3 locomotives, and we'll see if this makes
Garfian says he likes Garrett's, if anyone's not noticed. Yeah, we kind of got the impression.
We did actually notice, it must be said.
He's Garrett man. Oh.
Hopefully that will work okay now. Right,
That's interesting. Ben Tullett says, there's an interesting story about Bachmann and Hornby in the Hornby Anniversary book. And it explains a few reasons for faults and model delays from Hornby around 2009 to 10.
Yeah, because they were reliant on Bachmann's factory. They were subcontracting to Bachmann. It was a really silly way to go. Oh, actually, Southern Train Girl says mini ornaments in the wagons. We'll have to have a think about that, I think.
Yeah, we'll work something out. Here's a one that'll definitely get you going. McBenman1 says, hi Jenny, do you like the Flying Scotsman?
I'm not the biggest fan. I do have one.
You don't like the Flying Scotsman, do you? You think it's the Flying Money Pit. What's that causing a squeak?
It's that one over there. It's what I'm going to have to do is get the other...
Do you not want to turn it off first?
No, I don't. I'm going to have
Bleep,
another
bleep,
locomotive.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
I'm going to have another locomotive go round and give it a push. That's like my roommate's bed in Burns at university.
Garfian says the pannier is stalled as well.
Yeah, that's what that one is. It's alright, so what we're going to do is there's another pannier going round to help it out.
Okay, is it going to start moving? There we go. So now you got one at the back and one at the front. My goodness.
Are we getting any of these videos?
We are. I was waiting for you to finish because I needed you to actually pay attention. You know?
Yeah, I'm well behind on the comments. I hope you've been keeping an eye on things.
I've been setting up the video.
Paul of Bramley Junction says, Jenny, can you still get the Lancashire and Yorkshire pug? Yes, 51207 is the running number of the current offering from Hornby, and they are still in stock because I had one turn up here just the other day.
Just a random.
Vic Freak says, Jenny, are you going to be purchasing and reviewing a Bachmann 94XX? No immediate plans, but that may change. Ryan G, absolutely Flying Scotsman is overrated. Donald Thompson, but wait, there's more. Gary Lewis says, Signals is a great shop. Great loyalty card scheme too. Oh God, I'd get my money's worth out of a loyalty card scheme, it has to be said. Garthian says, banking engine at last. Yes. David GWR says, the Flying Scotsman's a jinx. Patrick Webb, I love that blue pannier. It just looks right. Yeah, it's a Great Western loco in blue.
Okay, so now we have another issue.
I think it's the blue pannier. So it's alright, I've got an idea.
Did you just put that blue pannier back on?
Yeah.
There you are then.
I think it's the blue pannier. So what I'm going to do, that looks like, is that Stefan Nilsson who sent that over?
I'm going to show that in a moment. It's our first one, and we'll be dealing with that in a moment. So, once you've picked a suitable replacement, put a Gronk on, you know you want to.
No.
One of those weird red ones with the funny looking ends on. They're good.
I'm going to send one of these round as a banker.
Okay.
Right. Are we ready? Shall I press the button?
Press the button. This one is from Benjamin Tomlin, and it is a photograph.
Then Sweden.
He says, this is a Stend station. It's a narrow gauge preserved station in Bergen, Norway.
Oh, right.
And he's built one, which we're going to show in a second, out of gingerbread in the tradition of a Norwegian pepperkake house. Or is it pepperkake hus? Yeah, gingerbread house. Right. So I'm going to show his gingerbread house. There we go. That is pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
That is amazing. And look at the smoke effect from the roof as well.
That's very Christmassy.
Yeah. Whoa! What was that?
This. Huh. Right. Oh, don't worry.
Jen, you're scaring me tonight.
I don't know why it did that. For some reason, this one had decided to... Oh, that was a weird noise that made. That's not a kind of noise you really want something running on DCC to ever really make.
No. Yeah, we're gonna hopefully.
Are we gonna put some?
We are, but can you move back so I can fiddle?
Okay. Right. Well, this is.
Jen, you've scared us all now.
Hmm.
Okay. So we have a few from last time as well.
Hmm. See, that was just it arcing on the points. Yeah, I can see. It's basically overrode the points is the problem.
Okay, now we've got a one from Henry Van Veek.
Okay. Is this actually...
It's going to YouTube. Give it a moment.
Okay. So you tell me when.
I've got to close this down. Right. This is... Okay, ready when you are. 2 passengers meeting on my layout from Henry Van Week.
Oh, wow. I like that.
South African Railways layout.
Oh, wow. I don't think we've had a South African Railways on before.
No, we haven't. So I'm going to copy the link to that into...
Yeah, if you put the link into the chat. I like the locomotive. It's very interesting. You've got the double-deck car things as well. Although the tender looks like it's missing its side panels.
It is a Class 25 condenser steam locomotive, apparently.
I'm just curious. If you look, the tender's got no sides. Is it not quite finished yet, or is it? I don't know. Or maybe maybe it's like some kind of a radiator affair.
I'm just I don't know.
Robert Steers, really great to see you in. Says greetings from Montana. Great to see you. Welcome in.
McBenman says the gingerbread house he built has gone stale now because it's been out for a while.
If we had a gingerbread house here, it wouldn't last long enough for that to happen.
And Robert Becking says it's a condensing tender.
I mean, that is really interesting. That's something very different.
Ken Patterson's in.
Big hello to Ken Patterson. Says, I figure 4 more hours of editing and I will have your show out sometime tonight. Used 55 photos on the run across England. Good work, Jenny. It was great to have you on the show. Thank you ever so much. Actually, it was really great to be on the show. I have been mentioning it throughout the stream and it was an honour to come on. And we did try and actually do a demonstration of the Elgato Stream Deck earlier on, and it went wrong. But we will demonstrate that later on.
I'm amazed by this.
But yeah, I'm loving this. Some really interesting. Those look like American diesels, well, of American origins. But it's the first time I've seen a South African themed railway. And I really do like this. I mean, that steam locomotive was incredibly interesting with the condensing tender.
That signal box house, that's interesting as well.
That reminds me of one of the Pico Many Ways kits. It's like a sort of a very modern thing. Oh, it's not looped back to the beginning, has it?
Should now. I'm just wondering, I know Australia uses a lot of the B locomotives from America.
Do they?
Remember when we were at DCC Concepts, he was saying Americans tend to have an A and a B locomotive, and
Oh,
Australia
yes,
tends to just
yes.
use the B.
Mm.
I'm wondering if South Africa has a similar thing, because they
Yeah.
do look quite American.
Yeah.
Although we got some questions in the chat saying, is that a Japanese locomotive?
Well, this is a South African themed railway.
And it's very nice.
And it's very different, very interesting.
Again,
I don't know what's I think we've got possibly an overheating issue. It could be.
we've got a few of them pulling a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we've got a lot of locos on.
Why
so
don't you stop them and we'll go on with the videos? And see
what
if
I'm
they-
actually going to do is I'm going to stop some of the trains.
Stop the big one.
Well, what I'm thinking is we suspected the panniers.
Yeah. David Gower says South African Railways are 3 foot 6 inch gauge.
Ah.
Interesting. So there you are. They're narrow gauge. Henry Van Wyck is in the chat, so hello. The Class 25 has a condensing tender that was used in desert areas where the exhaust steam was condensed back to water again.
That makes sense. I'll be honest with you. That does make a lot of sense, because otherwise you would lose a lot of moisture. You'd have to carry a lot of water, and you just cannot replenish.
It's always fascinating the way that engineers have worked out all these different solutions for different environments. Okay, do you want to jump back to your normal thing?
Yeah, no worries.
Right, because we're just at the end of this video there. That was really good. I was very interested in that. So thank you very much, Henry. That was appreciated. Now we have a Christmas video. That'd be interesting. Right, you have a serious issue now. Jen.
Yeah, we do actually. This is. We're having some serious problems here.
Okay, I suggest leave them off for the moment because we're going to be doing these videos anyway.
Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find
Okay.
Yeah, so there's now just one train running, and let's see if it does it again.
Okay.
It's dropped the power right down. We're going to have to investigate that. It's been doing some weird things today.
Okay, we have an interesting one here. Model Railway Noob. A 20 casualty clearing station at Baslow Aumont in 1917 to 18.
Right.
So here we go.
Merry Christmas, Joyeux Noël,
Joyeux.
Frohe Weihnachten.
Jen, you have a major issue with your trains.
Yes.
So just turn them off until we finish the videos. Now this is fascinating. We've got a lot of really interesting stuff here.
Oh, I love that tank.
I like the Christmas snow effect as well. That is really nice. And the camouflage tents. This is very well done.
This, I mean, with a winter theme, and really nice with the narrow gauge as well, and the armored car there. It's like I'm trying to remember what they were called. Can't remember what they're called, but this is lovely. And look, even the wires on the telegraph poles.
Yeah.
That is really nicely done. Oh, look, the fire flickers. Oh, the Red Baron's been shot. Oh no, there's the Red Baron.
That's a good way of putting
That
those
is
in.
actually a really great way of doing it.
Yeah.
Well thought out there. This is lovely.
It really is.
And you've got that kind of desolate, muddy battlefield look to the to everything as well. The snow just works.
We've
too.
lost the video. Do you want to put the video back up?
What video?
Our video, the video that we're watching at the moment.
Have we? What happened there?
Yeah, everyone can't see the video. Right,
Do you want to put it back to the beginning?
we're definitely on the video stream, so let's go back to the beginning.
Yeah, sorry about this.
What happened there? Did you press it twice?
I don't know.
We definitely had it, and then it just disappeared.
So
Okay, guys, we're back.
So sorry about this, people. We're just going to hopefully be back up. But yeah, I mean, I love the kind of we've got the scale model scenery effects on there as well. The
Everyone's saying it sounds like it's great.
It is great, believe me. But there's like flicker fire effects, the narrow gauge with the level of
so
detail. And as I was saying before, look at these telegraph wires as well.
Yeah.
You don't often see that modelled in 00. And the downed plane, really nicely done. You see with the dusting of snow, but
now
this
that is a hell of a way to do it.
Yeah, this is what agree on Reese Davies. Hi to you, everyone raging in the chat. I don't know what's going on. We're being plagued by technical difficulties tonight.
I think we can all agree this one was worth the wait when you had to play it again.
I like that with the horses pulling the casualties and stretchers.
It's got a background music on it when you play the video from the link that I sent. It's Silent Night in English and German.
Oh, right. This is lovely. I actually really love this layout.
It's an amazing layout.
I love it's even got snow on the roofs of the wagons.
What happens when it thaws out, says Richard Swideski.
It looks all grotty like... Oh, there we go. Bit of a snow effect going on.
Very well done.
Yeah, this is... I love the planes on the back scene. Really nicely done. And those there being pulled by the horses. It's not something you often see. And then we've got the sort of ruined town. Oh, yes. Train cam, chase cam.
Yeah.
This is lovely. And those, of course, the Baldwin 460s from Bachmann, which... oh, look, there's the Christmas present wagons. Did everybody see those? But the Baldwins from Bachmann, I recently reviewed those. They are absolutely fabulous models. And highly likely, actually, it has to be said, to make my top 5 pick of the year as well, and must be said.
James Pets has the best comment.
Go on then.
This layout gives a whole new meaning to the phrase tank engine.
That was amazing. Can I just say
really was.
That really was amazing. Now the trains have stopped, and it's funny enough, the power is on, but none of the trains are running. So what we can conclude is that the fault may well lie with one of those two ginties getting probably too hot. They do have Stay Alive power packs in them, and I suspect that they are overheating slightly. So we'll just leave them to cool down. So in fact, just to check out the theory, let's get some of the other...
Let's get ready to rumble.
So I'm going to get the Peckett running, because I always like the sound of trains running in the background. And let's go to...
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Everything working now?
I'm just going to leave these running now, just these two, and see if it trips out. I have a feeling that the Stay Alives might be overheating in the in those over there. Right, are we ready? Yeah, okay. Stop messing about, cupboard monkey.
Okay, this one's Chris's Trains with Christmas Trains 2020, and look how amazing that is.
Oh, this is always a great layout. There's so much fun. Is that real steam coming out of? There's like a smoke unit on one of those at the top. I like that.
That is just... I love this one. It's the lights, everything. It's just great.
Mm.
Oh, my goodness.
George Bayless says, did they let out the magic smoke? No magic smoke. I think they're just getting too hot.
Canadian Pacific holiday train there. Oh, this is
really fun. This is like what you would expect in a toy shop window with all the kids glued to the glass. This is fun. Absolutely fun. I love this.
Oh.
Wow. And it's a 3-rail O gauge as well, by the looks of it. Oh, there's a snowblower on the front of that train. The Coca-Cola train.
That's this
Pacific.
Pacific. Pacific even, but not specific.
Canadian Pacific. Oh!
Oh my
Oh.
goodness, there's another
Oh!
one.
Oh! It's like a subway. Yeah. Oh, that I
That is
do
brilliant.
like.
I like it.
Oh, the cupboard monkey approves of subways.
That is so cool.
There's so much fun in this layout, and that's what I like about it. A nice, fun layout. Mike and Sue Putnam Junction says, so festive. Skip says, hello from Alabama, USA.
Hello.
And Patrick Webb says, you've got to love a Lionel layout. I'm assuming it is. Pete Clark says, crashed all over Brian.
Ben Tullen says, Jenny, my train is running late. It hasn't arrived yet. Apparently they're having an issue where the train stops and starts beeping.
Yeah,
Jen,
Brian.
can you press the button? Because now it's just showing all the weird music you've been watching.
Oh, okay. Well, the Brian Harper,
amazing.
yeah, Google and YouTube crashed everywhere, I believe.
Yeah.
There was a major outage.
Oh, did you see what came up on the BBC for their news report on it?
Were they being smug?
We attempted to contact Google for a response, but the spokesman said they couldn't read their email. I wish I could. Right, we've just had one from Ben's Valley Railway, which is a cartoon, but unfortunately, I don't have the copyright to use that.
Yeah,
which is
it is.
It's funny and I like it, but unfortunately, we don't have the copyright rights.
Anthony Dodd says, put TTS sound chips in. They go on their own. Actually, I've had one go pop, but actually, by and large, all the others have been quite reliable for me.
Do you want to read some comments out?
Yeah, Garthian says the Canadian Pacific holiday train goes across Canada every December. Very popular every year. I did not know that.
We love ours, don't we? When we get the holidays are coming Coca-Cola one.
Kevin Patton says warm greetings from Canada. Glad I was finally able to catch one of your guys' streams. Your layout is amazing. Thank you very much. Love the channel. Keep up the great work. Oh, thank you. WW2 Rebel says hello from Florida. Hi to you as well. Right. Skip says thanks for the answer to my comment about the stack flap, and that stack flap is not a rude term. I know one of the it's been hidden by one of the moderators, but stack flap, I know exactly what it means, and it's the flap that was on the Baldwin over the top of the funnel.
We managed to get a couple of photos at last minute, which I quickly took photos and then put them into the video when you were mentioning the stack flap, which is why that particular locomotive only appears in those photos. Okay, do you want to switch over? Because now we have Richard Swiderski with Blue Pullman HSTs at Stockport and Sandbach Station.
Right, sorry. Oh, sorry. There we go.
So here we go. Blue Pullman.
Right. Right. But yeah, I mean, that'd be interesting. I'd have to try and find a video of the real Canadian Pacific holiday train. That really looks fun. Blair Gowrie, Forest Railway, Andrew Johnson says, thanks, Henry. It's a pity. Oh, right.
My goodness, that looks real.
Whoa. This is the one that we think that Hornby will be announcing a model of this. This is just a guess based on the fact that this will definitely sell well. They've got the tooling.
It's a big one,
so
isn't it?
it's a definite. I think it's a really great livery.
Look at that! He's even got animations on his layout. That looks
Cupboard
so
monkey,
real.
behave yourself. But this is so there's one of my predictions. Everybody's been predicting it. This you're going to see in model form almost certainly from Hornby next year, and I wouldn't be surprised if is it Daypol who do the HST and N gauge if they announce the same livery as well. It's an open goal, in all honesty, the Blue Pullman livery.
Ham Shackleton says that's the fake Blue Pullman. I didn't know they were so popular that they had to have multiples.
Yeah. Well, it's actually a HST, but Ben Tullett says, I've actually been watching a few of those Limax of Christmas Village displays on YouTube recently. They look amazing and tend to have a railway in them. Interesting. So the CP holiday train, they have concerts from it when it stops in places.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, ow, 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 ow.
Right. Are we ready?
And you can jump back now.
So, are you putting the links to these?
I'm putting the links into the chat. Don't worry.
Josh's train room says I will be seeing that train next year.
Is that a prediction or a,
no.
promise?
Right. Map the Dragon Railways though says there's a chunk missing on the side grill of that HST. Since someone pointed it out on Facebook, it's bugged me ever since. It's like that, isn't it? It's like, well, thank you very much for
thanks for ruining my childhood.
Yeah. Right. So this is Tim Condrup, long-time contributor to the channel.
The Hornby Collector Club model from 2008 and 2009.
Okay, we are go. So that's the is it 06008, but in Pullman livery. And yeah, the little 040 as well on the back. Was that the Queen Elizabeth II? It had the name of. I like the CCT on the back. It's the Hornby CCT, but
it's
in
an
the
interesting livery that it's got.
And actually, as liveries go, that's probably the nicest livery that the one on the back has carried in the Hornby range. There's that Havisham as well, the Class 8 shunter that we talked about on one of the other videos. But thank you ever so much for sending that in.
That was nice.
Big hello to Angus's Trains. And also, yeah, I'm always quite happy for people to plug their own YouTube channel. Don't go mad, just the once is fine. But it's always very important to let people know that your channel exists and that you've got some great content on there. So do feel free to let people know about your channel in the comments.
You just mentioned that, letting people know that the channel exists. My goodness. What? It's so hard to get noticed that you have to these days.
Very much. Oh, yeah, this model, somebody was talking about this. Cheshire Lines. This is, isn't it? Cheshire Lines, is that the one they shared a video with us?
I believe it may be.
Right,
yes.
At the very beginning, and you said, oh, getting on the ground floor with this one.
I believe it is. So what we've got here, just as a quick explanation, and while we're playing it, here's a link to a video for the Monday Club. It's a kit bash of the Hornby Grand Suspension Bridge. So this is a kit bashed bridge.
Right, I see. But they've made it look like the Tamar Bridge.
And this is the one we saw last week, in fact, yes.
This is the... Very, very impressed with this when we first saw it. But that bridge, we've just seen a little clip of the bridge. Oh, and the purple A4. Oh, I so want one of those. But this bridge is... That as a kit bash, that is an amazing kit bash because... It looks like the Tamar Bridge. Yes, and here's the docks area. This is an amazing model layout, I have to say. It really is. Really looking forward to seeing how this one develops. That's that
bridge.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's going to look amazing when you've got all of the sides, the rock faces, and the water done. And of course,
that weathered logo is nice as well.
Yeah, it's a Bachmann 9F, I think, with the Bachmann 16-ton minerals. I do love the 16-ton minerals. Oh,
James Pett says that's a seriously impressive bridge. And Josh's train room says it's amazing. Yeah.
I love this bridge.
It's so well done.
It is. To the point where you look at it, and if you weren't told, you wouldn't realise that it was a Hornby Grand Suspension Bridge in there. But it is incredibly well done. I like, oh, you got the 009 on the top as well. And is that the 4 VEP or the 4-1? Oh. No, it's the DBSO on the front. Right, yes, I understand.
I'm loving it. The sense of scale, the size, the levels,
those
the speed.
Those bridges are incredibly well done, it has to be said. So incredibly well done. And those Acura scale coal hoppers there, the ISO containers on the flat trucks, the PFAs. Carwood's Coal, those are actually really great wagons. I've done some reviews of some of those, really, really love them. And I love that kind of almost like the sort of wilds of like the Yorkshire Dales with that the limestone just showing through. Really lovely layout. The back scene as well is amazing. Really loving this.
And Chris, who sent this video in, says to you, "Thank you as ever for the work you put into your reviews, videos, and the club. It's appreciated."
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you for watching.
I love that purple A4 that's going round. I so nearly bought one, and then I felt I stopped myself and I thought, no, I've got to buy something I can review. The problem with reviewing it is, oh, there's the 009. Ooh, hello, Russell. I think that's Russell. But I like the blue on the bridge, actually. That does work quite well. But I have to say that I nearly bought it. Then I thought, no, I need to buy something I can review that I don't already have a model. Oh, there it is. I so want one.
Jen, sometimes you've just got to bite the bullet and say you like it
I
so
bought,
much that you need one.
A little sneak peek for what will actually become an early review in next year.
Spoiler alert.
Holden B12. I've bought one of the Hornby Holden B12.
You've been holding a B12, have you?
Yeah. Halfway hole. I like that. I love that. That locomotive is lovely. I think it's Russell, isn't it, from the Welsh Highland Railway.
And that backdrop as well. It just blends so well.
Tom, the YouTubing tank engine, says, got any LBNSCR E2s? I don't know, I have to say. Tony Wright says, cabooses are still used as shoving platforms by Class 1 railroads. Alan Reynolds says, the Blue Pullman and the HST were British made and leading edge. Does Brush in Northampton still exist? Well, there's Brush in Loughborough. I hope
the white horse.
Oh,
that's so well done.
I love this layout. This is a really great layout.
Okay, we're going to have to move on though, aren't we? As much as we love it and could spend all day looking at it, we've got to move on, Jen.
Garthian says, I have one of the purple A4s. I fitted sound to it. The 009 loco is Peggy from the Ashover Rail. Ah, right, I thought it was Russell. Peter Leyland says, LMR is used by Southport Miniature Railway, Lakeside Miniature Railway. Right, I'm with you. Map the Dragon Railways. In the year I have gained 60 subscribers, YouTube told me. I definitely had to look twice. Thank you, everyone.
Okay,
brilliant.
This one you're going to find quite interesting, I think.
Okay.
So.
Are we ready?
Not quite. This is Naive Gauge.
Okay.
And it's an infrared detectors preview. What is said here is, I have edited a 3-minute preview of my recent adventures using infrared proximity detectors to control a DCC layout.
Right.
Here we go. Are we on?
David GWI says it's not Russell. There was a Welsh Highland Railway. Was it number 590? I'm sure it had a name, but Bachman did offer one in 009. So has he made these himself?
I'm not sure. Well, it looks like it's a.
Do we need the sound?
There isn't any sound.
Right.
This is a silent version. Now we'll put the full length link into the. This one's got a. What I'm about to put into the thing is the full detailed version.
Right. I mean, these are really interesting. Whoa, that is some serious electronics going on there. Right. I like this. I really do like the way everything's just plug and play on this. And then, so presumably you can adjust the sensitivity using that potentiometer.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah. So this is really interesting.
Right, so now it's making a demonstration length of track. So just glued the length of track down.
I like his use of a Doritos thing. That's appropriate.
Oh, yes.
I approve of that.
Yes. Right. Ah.
So he's plugging it in for...
So this is the right, there's the LEDs. And they're under the track. Right, I see. So when the train passes over the top... Right. So this would be ideal for places like fiddle yards.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Now it's adjusted the sensitivity. This is, from a technical know-how point of view, this is really, really useful. Oh, so this is N-gauge.
So if this were just
Duchess of Sutherland.
Let me just get this straight in my head. If this were to go into a locomotive and it went over one of those things, could it be used to stop it? Is that what's going on here?
No, it's got something underneath to be able to get it to trigger that. Interesting. I mean, this is perfect for fiddle yards.
That's what I was thinking with the fiddle yards. So it stops.
There we are.
So you could just have a thing run into the fiddle yard and stop at the right place.
Yeah, pretty much. But it also tells you if there's something there.
Oh, that is amazing.
Yeah. So there, it tells you that the road's occupied. Right.
Oh, that is amazing.
That is great. Oh, thank you very much for sending this in. That is actually really
so
useful.
Good.
So thank you very much, Naive Gauge, for that. We're going to put up the full version of that into the link. Leslie's having to pop off, so you take care. Hopefully see you next week. Garthian says the Welsh Highland Railway Baldwin was never named. Russell, it was a Hunslet though. Its work number is the same as Baldwin's War Department number 590. Right, I'm with you.
Simon says N-gauge is the Star Trek gauge.
Right, and Grongston Model Railway says the white paint reflects the other LED. Right. Gwian Reese Davies says that as well. James Petts approves of computer-controlled model railways, and you could actually use that to fully automate your layout.
To be honest with you guys, I'm not a model railway enthusiast. I've never claimed to be.
You like the gadgets.
The tech that is coming in. I can see all kinds of uses for this stuff. Okay, we have a couple left. We do have 3, but Henry Van Wyck has sent in 2 videos this week. So what I'm thinking is we hold over that second one for next week, because we are now over time. But we've got
already?
Yeah, time's flown tonight. But we've got a couple that we haven't seen. So I'm thinking they're people that I don't recognise as putting in every week. So let's have a couple more. What do you think?
Yeah, come on then. Let's go for it.
Okay. This is Cooper and District Model Railway Club. Cooper and District Model Railway Club saying, thanks so much for featuring Bob's layout last week. The feedback has been amazing. He's extended an invitation to you both to see the layout and indeed our club room when you're next in Fife. We'd like to share this micro layout for possible inclusion for tonight's live stream.
Brilliant.
So a micro layout. This should be interesting.
Dazza 1977 have to pop off. So Jenny, good night to you. Got to go to bed for work in the morning. Look, it's been great having your company. And we'll catch you again next week. Don't forget, everybody, that after the stream is finished, you can catch up with any parts that you've missed and indeed look over anything a second time, should you so choose. This is from Cooper and District Model Rail Society. Oh, I like the static grass.
It looks lovely.
Ooh.
Looks real.
It looks like a bunker.
Looks like my old school.
Oh, I see. That's like an air raid shelter. Is what I'm guessing is what that is. Not something you often see modelled.
That building at the back with all that weathering on and the all sorts, it looks like my old school.
That is a really nice model, actually. So,
Grongston Model Railway says, just to say, my Gronk hoodie came in the weekend. The only thing missing was the matching face mask, which will be here next week. Excellent.
Brilliant. And don't forget as well, you can check out the merchandise. It should be linked to down at the bottom. And you too can get yourself your Gronk It Up t-shirt. We also got the Terrier Fest t-shirt, which was very popular. And you can get matching face masks. Are the face masks just for the Gronk It Up, or are they?
I believe there's a Terrier one as well, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
And also, you can pick up my books as well from, if you want to post the link in the description, Dubitronizational device. But what type of loco is that? It's an LNER locomotive. Is that?
I love it. I love the little layout. What's that little bit down the bottom with the barrels? Is that a J68?
That I think it's like a bomb shelter. Yeah, Stevie Film says hello from New Jersey ammunition store. Fire buckets outside. I think it's going to be an air raid shelter. Would be my. J70, Toby the Tram Engine. I just got one of those. They are a great model from Rapido.
I was amazed when I saw it because I thought, how on earth does this wagon weigh so much? And you said, it's not, it's a tram engine.
Yeah. It's Toby the Tram Engine, everybody.
Oh,
Where's the book?
This looks so good.
Toby the Tram Engine. Yay!
Did they put its face in that little bar where
Yeah,
he's got that black square on there?
Yep, that's where the face goes.
That's cool.
And I think there's probably a market. Somebody somewhere must 3D print a face to fit the Rapido J70. If they don't, then that is a market opportunity that is just begging to be filled.
I love this layout. It's small, it's compact, but there's so much going on it. Things are coming in and out all over the place.
Yeah, thank you very much, Flymo Chairman 1. There's a link to the book, so you can also buy all of my books. Great Christmas presents, birthday presents, bar mitzvah presents, and indeed just like self presents as well.
Birthdays, marriages, weddings, divorces. Press the button, Jen.
Funerals.
I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah.
Well, you could if you wanted.
I think it's safe to say that the issue with the shorting out, I think that the it's an overheating issue on two of the ginties that have stay alives in it. It's probably the stay alives getting warm. Stay alive, stay alive. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Okay, you're gonna love this one.
Am
As
I?
our final one, we have. Can you say what that is? White wall wheels.
White wall wheels, one hardcore MOH.
And it's Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. Xmas fun time.
Oh, oh wow! Party hard. Yay! Disco! I can't see the trains though. The only problem is that oh wow, you've got one of those. That is actually quite a funkatastic.
I can see the trains. I can see the
yeah,
choo-choos.
yeah.
They're all. Yes, there they go.
Yeah, there was one.
Is
this our last video?
This is our last one for tonight.
So,
oh my goodness, this is fun.
Yeah.
There we go. Choo choo.
That's Toby, isn't it? Yeah, I think that was
Toby. About a bit
tonight. He does.
Jib's Pet says disco trains.
Yeah, come on, strut your funky stuff. Woohoo,
Have
yeah.
you got any funky stuff to strut?
Yeah. Bust a few moves. Throw some shapes.
There they go again.
Oh, the Christmas train. And
I think it's there we are.
Oh, where's that?
What is that?
Was that peppermint something or other?
Peppermint Club? I don't know.
Oh, that
I like those.
I didn't recognise that locomotive. Oh, steampunk. There's steampunk there at the front. Woohoo! And look, there's a Thomas on the top. Is that a Tomix Thomas? I don't know which locomotive that is. Is somebody going to tell me in the...
Wow, look at that spiral. That is cool.
Yeah, David Scott says, good night, folks. Thanks for another interesting evening. Stay safe. Catch you all
so
next
much going
week.
on this.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing.
That looks like Ivor the Engine. There's a lot. Yeah, this is major fun.
Yeah.
Major fun reporting for duty.
Oh my goodness, I like this. This is good. And yes, this is our final one for tonight. So thank you so much for everyone who sent them in.
Oh, I like that coach. The coach behind there, next to the Liverpool and Manchester Railway yellow one, but in blue and white. I'm intrigued. Colour me intrigued. Have you repainted one, or is that from somewhere? Oh, look at the castle. That is.
I don't know what to say.
That is the castle that Goth built.
I like the birds on the top.
Yeah.
And the moving aircraft.
That is actually pretty good.
Oh my goodness.
This is a fun layout, and that's what it's all about. It's like fun is the name of the game. But look, anyway, we're going to have to leave it here. So all that remains for me to do is to say thank you ever so much for tuning in. It's been another great night. Thank you all for your support. Big thanks to George Botterini, who gave us that $10 donation on the Super Chat at the start. It's all very, very thankfully received and helps us to continue to make the videos that you want to see on this channel. Don't forget as well, we've got a full review of the third class Liverpool and Manchester Railway coach coming up on Wednesday, and a big thank you to 247 Developments that sent that one over for review. On Friday, we have the next installation of the update on Myneth Tatis, that's Potato Mountain to you and me, of the Project 009 build. That is coming along nicely, and you'll be able to see the finishing touches going in. So it's the final build video, excuse me, of Myneth Tatis, so do stay tuned for that. And then next week we have a review of the Rapido J70, aka Toby the Tram Engine. Will be our Wednesday video, and of course Friday is Christmas Day, so we've got a special video from me saying basically Merry Christmas to you guys. So a Christmas video just to make sure that I haven't forgotten you on Christmas Day. And then the following week, we have got the top 5 models, well, the top 5 locomotives, my picks of the reviews from 2020, and we'll be looking forward to the 2021 releases, which will be coming on, I believe it's the 5th of January. So without further ado, it's me, Jenny Kirk, saying don't forget to like, share, and if you haven't already done so, do consider subscribing. Ring that bell, and you'll be the first to know about new videos as and when they go up. And from me and the Cupboard Monkey, bye for now.
Take care, guys, and see you later. Are we off this? Yeah. It's gone blank, Jen. What have you done? Have you broken it again?